In this tutorial, we're going to review how to set up a sheet of Alder to engrave on it and cut out designs. You can see my design here I've already finished up. I'm going to back up and start from scratch and show you how to do this. So we're going to start with a new file. You could start with an existing pgram done file and just delete all the information that you don't want to use on it, and that may save you setting up some of the settings. But if you do want to start from scratch, just click on New. You're going to get a menu that'll pop up, and we'll check the green checkbox here. Okay, on the screen you're going to get like this big text box in the screen, and the only way to remove that, up in the upper left hand corner, click on this white hand. It says switch to manual mode. Activate manual mode, yes. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a layer. You can see there's only one layer down at the bottom. Click the little plus button and that'll add layer 2. We are on layer 2 right now. We're going to draw a background. This is just to give you a point of reference when you're laying out your designs. So we're going to click on geometric shapes, draw a rectangle. I'm going to resize that rectangle using the F2 button there, and we're going to remove the ratio because I want to set the exact size. It's going to be 12 inches long and 4.5 inches wide. Although there are some other sizes of Alder out there, so you may want to check the size that you're working with. Okay, so this is our rectangle. We're going to go to laser colors. We're going to change the color to red, and we're going to set red to vector. Okay, now it's filled in, so let's remove that checkbox. And we're going to click a little checkbox in the vector mode. If you go up to the top of that column, you'll see it says vector mode. Just means that we're putting an outline here. We're not actually going to engrave this, but it is a point of reference. Move that into the upper left-hand corner, and make sure that you have your material locked. If it's unlocked, if you have a little red X over that, that means you'll be able to drag this over the outside of your material, and if it's outside the material, when you try to laser it, you're going to get an error and it won't let you engrave. Alright, moving over to layer 1, we're going to make our design. Click on your laser or your geometric shapes. We're going to just make a little oval here, and so I'll lay out the oval there. Clicking on laser colors, we're going to change that to red, and we've already set red to vector. That means when we're actually sending this job to the laser, it's going to cut out that oval design. Going to our symbols library, I'm going to grab that plant here. We'll grab a leaf and add that. I'm just going to now resize that to fit. And you can have your designs actually overlap the edge of the area that's going to get cut out. So you can take advantage of that. Let me zoom in here for you. Also, I'm going to add a little text, and of course you can design this to be whatever way you like. So just add some text in there. And really, I mean, the design is totally up to you. I'm just demonstrating that you can put really anything on here. If you want to do some logos, you could import a logo for something like this. If I select the whole item here, I can then resize it, hitting my F2 button, and maybe set it to be 2 inches wide if I want to set up a specific size. So I'll move that in the upper left-hand corner. That outline on layer 2 is just a reference. That's not necessarily exactly where the outline of the Alder is going to be, but it's going to be pretty close. Using my keys, I'm going to do Control C for copy, then Control V for paste, and if I move my mouse over that design, I can drag off another copy, or I can hit the copy button at the top of the screen, the paste button, and then move my mouse over the center and off to the side. Be careful with that. If you copy and paste and you forget to move it off to the side, it'll actually engrave two on top of each other, and might look a little messed up. This is your design. You can fit as many as you want into the wood there. Remember, on layer 2 is the background, just the outline. That's not going to engrave. If you're unsure, just click this little checkbox down here and it'll show you exactly what's going to go to the laser. Clicking on the marking button, you'll get a screen with all the settings for engraving. I'm going to go through this quick, but it's very important that you follow this and get all these settings right. Make sure that your orientation, plate orientation, is straight up and down, so the ABC reads across there as it would in a book. Click on your suction, make sure that that's on. That'll clear smoke off your machine. Make sure that this is set to automatic here, which it is. Make sure your autofocus is on. Very, very important. It's not going to work, not going to turn out very well without it focusing. Your Z up position, make sure that's on, and set your value to 1 inch. That should be enough to cover it. Very important that you have that on there. If you don't, you run the risk of jamming the machine. Turn on your wood presets. Okay. Your dots per square inch, we can change that to 600 for a better result, although if you leave it at 300, it'll run faster. Okay, power and speed settings. For the black, that's the design that's going to get engraved. We're going to make that 100% power, 75% speed. You can adjust that speed, slow it down for a deeper burn, or speed it up for something lighter. That's totally up to you. On the red, we're going to change that to 100% power, 20% speed, and then we're going to set it to 2 passes. So 120, 2 passes. That should work to cut anything out on the Alder. Okay, to save those changes, we're going to hit the checkbox here, or well, you can hit run and then run your magnets. But we're going to save this too. So I'm going to hit the checkbox, close this screen, and then File, Save As, and I would go under my Special Orders folder, Alder, and I've got one here that says Engrave and Cut Alder on Gravostyle 5.4. For me, that's how I'm going to remember it, so I could save it that way. I'm not going to save over my original, but you do want to save your file. Alright, now when you send the job to the laser and it beeps, you want to make sure that you lay down your vector tray. If you have that white one that looks like it's a cover for some fluorescent lights, make sure that you put those 2 strips of wood underneath. That allows the smoke to clear. Do not engrave without using a vector tray. You are apt to damage your machine. So set your vector tray in there, put your piece of alder wood in the upper left-hand corner, line it up with your eye, just try to get it as up in the far corner as you can, and run it. Should be good to go. The file that I just demonstrated is available on our support page.